Hello, and thank you for joining me today on the mat for this short 20-minute workout. It's gonna be full body, strengthening, toning, mobility. So let's get started with some breathing. So we're gonna stand with our feet hip dome distance apart. Our palms are coming together as we inhale up. And then exhale, spread those hands wide as the palms face down, knees a little bit soft. Good, 2 more. And 1 more. Good, so now take your arms to the side. We're gonna inhale, one arm goes to the ear, the other down the leg. And then we're gonna exhale, side bend over. Inhale up, exhale, arms go to the parallel. Good, up, bend, in and down, 1 more either side. Should feel really nice to open up this side. And last one. And down. Good, so now let's get those legs warm. So we're going to start with some single knee lifts. So I want you to take all your weight onto your left leg, and we're just going to raise the knee to tabletop and then barely tap down. So we can do 5. So for 5, 4, you might want to focus on a spot to help with balance. 3, 2, 1. Good. So now we're going to lift the leg, then extend the knee, bend and down. So 5 like that. Put your arms where it helps with your balance. Okay. So let's lift, extend, bend and down for 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, only doing 5. Good, because that was starting to hurt. Okay, so we'll now just do 5 baby squats just to loosen off those thighs. 2, so we're sitting back in a chair. 3, 4, and 5. Good, so let's go to the other side for the single knee lifts. All the weight in the right leg now, and then we just lift that knee to tabletop and down for 2, 3, 4 and 5. Good. So now lift the leg, extend the knee, bend and down for 2. I'm definitely more wobbly on this side. 3. So all those tiny little muscles around the hip joints are fighting to keep you balanced. And last one. Good, and then just come into a wide stance, and then we just slide down the wall and zip the inner thighs up for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Great job. Okay, coming to the end of the mat now. Okay, we're going to do a roll down into a down dog, leg pull front plank. So I'll guide you through it. So we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, and then keeping that pelvis high as long as you can. Maybe hold on to the hip joints. We're going to flex over the pelvis and then let it tip forward, and we're going to roll down. Maybe keep those knees a little bit soft, and we're just going to walk out. So we're in an inverted V or a yoga down dog position. So the head go between the arms, and maybe paddle out those feet. Heels go towards the mat. They don't have to be on the mat. Good. And then we're going to bend the knees and come into a hover position, making sure you're pushing through those arms to make the back nice and stable, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Step out into a plank. The spine is nice and long, the head is eye gaze to the end of the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back into that inverted V, down stretch. Try and push the head between the hands, get a nice stretch. And then we're going to bend the knees. And we're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. Okay, so as always, we start with no Pilates form, completely collapsed. Okay, and then we push through our arms as we feel the shoulder blades, the scapula moving around the rib cage to get us into a nice stable position. Knees are under the hips, wrists are under the shoulders, and our abs are pulled in nicely to support our back. Okay, so we're going to do some glute strength now. We're going to turn the right knee out to the side and let the ankles cross. So you're in like an external rotation of the hip. We're going to lift and lower. So you should feel this in the outside of that glute area, but I want you to try to not tip over to the left knee. It's really hard because that's what your body wants to do, but try and keep those hip joints facing down like headlights. Let's do 4 more. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it up, tiny pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes in, rest it back down on the mat. We're now going to glide that same leg back along the mat long. We're going to lift it up only in line with the hip joint. So we're going to do a tricep dip down, tap the toe on the mat and lift it up. So we're doing 5 of those. So for 5, 4, keep that neck in a nice alignment. 3, abs pulling in to support the back. 2, and 1. Good. So now that right toe goes on the mat. So we're in our like one-legged plank position. We're just going to lift the left knee up and hold and lower it down. So do 5 like that. So lift up and down. So really feel those abs working to lift that knee off the mat. Down. 3 more. 3, 2, and last one. Down. Then let's just widen the knees and sit back into a rest pose. Okay, maybe circle the wrists. Just let rid of any tension. And let the hips open and breathe into the back of those ribs. Good. And then we're going to repeat the whole thing on the other side. Okay, so 4-point kneeling. So now we're going to do the left knee. It's going to come out to the side, crosses over the other ankle, and we just lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in, then let it go parallel. Now onto the tricep dip leg extension. So slide the left leg back, lift it to hip height, make it as long as you can. And I'm going to dip, lower and lift for 2, 3, 4, just 1 more, 5, and then that foot goes on the mat and we just raise the knee and down. for 2. And down. 3. You're doing really well. We're almost done with these. 4. And last one. 5. And then just take the knees long and then just come down on those triceps. So you are lying on your tummy. Okay, so I want our shoulders rounded forward. Our head is going to one side. Okay, so we're nice and relaxed down onto the mat. We're going to inhale and then we're going to lift up into that nice dark position, that Ironman flying. And then lower down, head goes to the other side. Okay, so quick reminder, we need to keep those legs long, heels are slightly turned in to give us a bit more space in the pelvis. And there's a little imaginary pocket of air underneath those abs to keep them switched on to protect the back. Okay, so we're going to do 2 either side. So let's lift up, really feel those shoulder blades pulling together at the back. And then head goes to the side. And again, lifting up. Oh, it feels nice to open that chest. And down. And one more either side. Lifting up. Go as long as you can. And down. And last one. And down. Great job. So just push up. And then let's just round over that imaginary beach ball. Come to the front of the mat. Cross over the ankles. And let's come down onto our back. So holding on behind the thighs. And rolling down onto the mat. Good. So lying down on the mat, we want our pelvis to be in a neutral position. Okay. So that is completely flat. It's in its most stable position. We don't want it tucked under and we don't want it hyperextended. Okay, so there's just a little tiny gap, a blueberry maybe, between your lower back and the mat, and it's just really nice and flat. Our head is coming into our hands, elbows in the peripheral vision. We're just going to do 8 basic ab prep. So inhale to repair, our eye gaze goes to the tips of the knees, and then exhale, we feel our ribs gliding down towards the pelvis. Really feel those upper abs working, and lower down with control. Good. Exhale up, inhale down. Good. And down. This is 4. Really controlled. All our ab work today is going to be super controlled. So kind of working like an isometric contraction. So keeping the muscle stable. Hold. And down, last 2. And lower, and last one. And down. Excellent job. So now arms are going long and knees are coming up to tabletop position. So make sure they're not too close to your chest or too far away. Like just coming straight up, excuse me, out of the hips. We're going to take our arms to the ceiling and we're going to just take one leg out to the side, let the hip open, and then bring it back. So you'll feel slight work in the obliques to bring it back. So don't tip over, only open that knee as far as your body will allow. Good, keeping nice and stable. Okay, so if you want a little brain game as well, so take the opposite arm out to the side as the leg goes out. Bit of coordination. Good. And up, and last one. And up, and then just hook those knees in. Good. So the knees are coming back to tabletop now. We're going to hold on behind the thighs and coming to a chest lift position. Okay, we're going to do a super controlled single leg stretch. So we're going to take our head into our hands. We're going to extend one leg as the other knee keeps completely still, and then bring that in. Other side. Extend and in. So this is a whole lot of work for those abdominals. Keep that chest lifted. Good. If it gets too much, take your head down onto the mat and just do the leg work. Okay, but if you're still up, we're going to do 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, really lengthen away, and 1, lower down and hug in. So you need to loosen off that neck, just look from side to side. And we're going to take the leg long. We're going to do 1 roll up to get us to a seated position. So inhale, arms to the ceiling, and then exhale, pushing up, and let's just stretch forward over those toes. The abs are pulling back. And go up to seated for our rolling like a ball. Okay, so rolling like a ball, we're high on those sit bones. We're not slouching back, we're nice and lifted. Onto your tiptoes, hands come to the outside of those shins, and really push into the outside of the shins so you can feel those lat muscles engaging. So lift the feet up, and then we're going to tuck the pelvis, tuck, 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 to create a little ball shape, rolling back with control, and coming up and balancing. So let's do 5. So really feel those abs drawing back to create your little ball shape. Really try, don't throw your legs back and go back on a flat back, and just use momentum. It's a really intense ab workout if you can create that little ball. You also get a nice massage on the spine. 2 more. And then let's do last one. And then let's hold it here. So either hold on behind the thighs, you just extend the chest. You can take your arms off, hold, or can you extend the legs? And let's hold for 3, 2, 1. And bend those knees. Oh, great job. So we're going to end with a few stretches, just a little bit of mobility, just to help us end our workout and get back on with our day. So sitting in this Z-sit position, hips as grounded as you can, arms are wide, and we just scoop that around. Feel that nice stretch across the backs of the shoulders, and the abs are pulling back. And breathe. Good. Opening out, drop the elbow, lifting up from that hip, so the opposing hip is pushing down. Come up, and then I want you to turn your torso to face this knee, and then just come down over that knee, and you should feel a stretch around the hip. And breathe. Pushing up, and then let's go to the other side. Okay, please, if your body needs it, hold these stretches for longer. You just got to listen to your body. If you feel you need to do these stretches 2 times through, you do that, or hold them longer. Open, drop, and lift, and then torso goes along the leg. Feel that nice stretch on the outside of the hip and the glute. And pushing up. I'm now just going to come to a cross leg position. Okay, I want your hands on your tips of your shoulders. Okay, we're going to close the elbows together as you tip back, so you're kind of flexing the spine. And then we're going to open that chest out. Oh, it feels nice. Again. Tip back, tuck that pelvis under, and it comes back to vertical. And open. Let's do 1 more. And out. Good. Now just take your head into your hands. So push your head back so it's in a nice alignment, because we spend a constant life like this. We need to open out that chest, get good posture, and let's just rotate to one side, center, other side, center, one more either side. Inhale, exhale, rotate, and back, and last one, and back. Okay, so now just interlace your fingers, and we're just going to circle the wrists one way and then the other. Might feel a few little cracks as you do that. Just keep those wrists nice and healthy. And then hands resting on the knees, and we're just going to let one ear drop towards the shoulder, and center, and other side, and center, and you are done. So thank you very much for joining me on the mat. I'm hoping you're feeling more mobile, more flexible, stronger after this just short 20-minute workout that I hope you can fit into your busy, busy lives. Okay, well, thanks for joining me again, and take care, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.